Well, March Madness getting underway. In fact, the FAU Fighting Owls are leaving Baldwin Arena in Boca Raton today at 12:45 to head to Brooklyn for the first round of the NCAA men's basketball tournament. Best of luck to them Fighting Owls against Northwestern Friday at 12:15.
No, sleep till Brooklyn.
You guys got it down.
I don't know if we do. I feel like that was right. Yeah, I felt awkward doing a hoot. I feel like I was talking over you, and I don't know. We got to work on it.
Whatever, mine was on point. I can't help if your hoot's off.
FAU said stop cheering.
They said they don't want us to cheer.
All right.
Well, a lot of people are doing brackets when it comes to men's basketball teams or women's, but you can also do the All Things Awful bracket, which we have 64 awful things. And just like they do in the regular basketball brackets, we have in the first round some ones that should pretty much win. It's a lot easier to fill out the first round than it is the future round. So keep that in mind as I go through some of the first round pairings. You're going to have some that are going to just get smeared, but there were several that stood out to me that I thought were pretty good. Here are some of the matchups we have in the first round of our All Things Awful bracket. You've got Kidney Stones versus the Black Eyed Peas.
Wow.
Bird,
It's tough.
I told you had to have a day of pain from one or the other. Are you wanting a day of pain from Kidney Stones or from nonstop boom boom pow?
Oh, I think you got to go boom, boom, pow.
I take that.
You take
I
it.
gotta take
One whole
it.
day of boom
I
boom
do.
pow.
Kidney stones
It's so
are
2000 and late.
awful.
But it's 24 hours of nonstop.
boom,
I got that boom, boom, boom.
boom,
You
boom,
said, yeah, you're right. 2000 and late.
Yeah.
Or it'll be tough. But I just heard Kidney Stones
Yeah.
are next level painful.
Okay. All right.
We just had house guest in the middle of the night. Aunt Kathy woke up from a dead sleep.
Ouch.
Kidney stones, bruh.
But-
she was crying. They had to rush her to the hospital. On the way to the hospital, she's puking on the side of the road. The cops pulled him over, thought she was drunk. That is pain.
You don't want that, Bird. Has the Black Eyed Peas ever made you puke?
If they woke me up from a dead sleep with boom, boom, pow, that might make me throw up.
Some of the other matchups we have in the All Things Awful bracket, we have arguing politics versus erectile dysfunction.
Erectile dysfunction.
You want ED?
No. It's more awful.
More awful. ED is more awful than arguing politics.
I think that people, yeah, I do.
Okay, all right.
Don't you think?
Some people get a boner from arguing politics.
Exactly. They get too much enjoyment
Too
out
much.
of it.
They love it.
We've got hackers versus buffering. What do you hate worse? You've ever seen that where you get that spinny little wheel and it just keeps going and going and going?
Hackers.
That leads to the tech rage. Yeah, I think hackers is worse.
Hackers
It
is worse
is.
because they can take your money. Buffering just takes your time.
But the circle of death, as we call it in Denny's house, it can suck.
It's an Apple thing. The circle of death. That means you've messed up your Apple computer. You probably spilled soda in it.
Jaber, what's more awful, STDs or grape nuts?
It's so tough. You're right. I mean,
Because you've had both and you can comment.
it's obviously It's obviously STD is the worst.
Yeah, that's what I think. STD, no doubt's going to win, but it's just funny. It's paired up with grape nuts.
Grape nuts it was paired up, I don't think, evenly with that one.
Yeah.
Grape
That's what I
nuts should have
said.
gone against the peas.
Yeah, grape nuts and black eyed peas would have been better.
Okay, all right. What about inflation versus amusement park lines?
Inflation.
Inflation's going to win that.
Yeah, don't take my money, bruh.
How about diarrhea versus cockroaches?
Oh, that's a good
Diarrhea is
one.
worse, right?
No.
No?
I'd rather have diarrhea than cockroaches.
I mean, after a good round of diarrhea, you do feel skinny. I'm all about that.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like you feel it sucks. It's not great, but if you have a roach problem, that's, I don't know, man.
Okay.
But do you have consistent roaches and consistent diarrhea?
Yeah. It's just an overflow of both.
Oh, that does change.
You're
things.
making us think over here, Ralston.
That
Yeah.
is a very Ivy League type question.
Okay. And then we've got taxes versus the Kardashians.
I mean, it's definitely taxes.
Definitely taxes. Come on. I know you want to say Kardashian.
No, I think the first rounds of this is kind of like, it's supposed to be kind of comical.
It is, yeah. Hopefully the whole thing will be kind of comical, but I think the first rounds are going to be a lot more difficult to have some of the upsets, and that's the way the NCAA tournaments go as well.
I'm not sure how comical it's going to get if we have murder and cancer going head to head in the final two.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm getting some people are a little upset we added those two, but they're what they are,
I get it.
I get it.
I'm upset with this too.
People are always going to be upset with us. That's just how we roll.
Look, there's some people that believe levity in terrible situations at least get you through it.
Yes.
Some people don't, clearly.
If you would like to vote, you go to kvjshow.com. You can go on there, or you can link up to our KVJ Show Facebook page, and that is where you're going to find the All Things Awful bracket. Just a couple of days of voting before we pare it down to a round of 34.